So we're in old Zadar town. That's the church of Saint Donutus, and there's a bell tower next to it. This is another church which is still functioning, has masses every morning at 7 a.m. Otherwise you can't walk in there, you have to only enter when the mass is on. And they have a museum in there which you have to pay to get in, a few euros. So here we are going up the old bell tower. So the old bell tower dates back to the 15th century. You can just pause on this section here if you want and read a bit about the history. Basically it's got 5 floors. The 2 bottom ones date back to the 15th century, and then in 1891 they built the top 3 floors, so it's a bit newer up there. However, it's an impressive place to have a look around the city once you walk to the top. Pretty tiring. This one rings every day, Anna. So we get up here and you can see there's 4 bells. I think it was 4. They ring every day. I think they start around midday and then they go every hour. I'm not too sure, but I do hear them in the background in the city. This is the view from the top, looking out towards the sea here, towards the Adriatic. See below us the Church of Saint Donutus. And as we pan around, you can see old Zadar town is actually like an island. So you see the water goes all the way around it. In actual fact, the water comes around 3 sides of the island, and the remaining side is joined to the mainland. 3 euros to get up. There's a bridge off there in the distance which joins the main part of the city to the old part of the city. The tower stands 56 meters tall. Here we can see the main thoroughfare down the bottom, where most of the, I guess it's the main street, main walkway, with a lot of restaurants on it. And that's the old forum right below me there. And now we pan back to the church right there in front of us where we started. Bit of a plaque on the wall. Like I said, this part of the tower was built in 1891, so it's the new part. There's like a copper angel up there that spins around with the wind on a turning platform. And then we go through this tiny little doorway, back down the steps to get to the bottom. At least it's easier going down than up. So here we are entering the Church of Saint Donutus. This is a church which dates back to the 9th century. It was dedicated to the Holy Trinity, but was renamed in the 15th century and today carries the name of Saint Donutus. who was a bishop who, legend has it, commissioned its construction, probably in the early 9th century. The church was first mentioned in ancient texts in around 950 AD, and it was constructed on the basis of early Byzantine architectural traditions of the early Middle Ages, with its round shape, with a double ring, which can also be found on several other European buildings dating back from that period. The church today isn't preserved in its original form because its southern annex was brought down in 1930, so today we can only see its central core. It's cylindrical in shape with 3 high apses annexed on its eastern side. Below the roof on the southern side are 3 openings which lead from the gallery to the said southern annex, which is gone now. It was used as a place of worship until 1798. Today, it's used for musical performances. As you can see right in here, there was some performance that was on the other day. It's got very good acoustic properties, so they've been using it for well-known music nights, promoting the masters of music from both Croatia and the rest of the world, and that's been happening for the last 50 years inside this church. This here just is a set of steps that leads up to a second floor from which you can look down into the main gallery, and there's only the 2 floors inside the church.